Welcome! In this video, I'll walk you through customizing the hall buttons, positioning the hall display, and setting the wall finish. Let's get started! First, let's dive into the hall buttons. You can set the type individually for the top and bottom floors, as well as for the intermediate floors. To modify or adapt the control panel hole, activate design mode to directly pick holes in the drawing or use the breadcrumb docking window. The wall opening is set by default, but you can adjust the clearance, height, width and depth as needed. There's one hole that remains, the through hole. This can also be edited and positioned via the properties. Let's move on to the positioning of the hall buttons. By default, the position is in the right wall, but you have various options. You can place them in the right or left wall, in the door right or left, or in the right or left door jamb. Here's a little tip. If you can't see a component, switch to design mode, it might be hidden in the shaft wall. If you need different positions on different floors, set the grouping to "This panel position is different." Next, I'll show you how to activate additional panels for a floor level. Select the entry where you want to activate it and click the arrow in the breadcrumb window. Choose one of the grayed out hall buttons like the fireman switch, for example. Select the type and position the other hall button from this entry in the wall again. This way you can easily make individual hall button settings. Now, let's move on to the hall display. By default, the hall display is positioned in the door, but you can also set this via the properties. Switch the positioning calculation to manually and choose the general position, either in the door, in the wall, or in the jamb. You can also set the relative distance to the door height, the wall opening, or the finished floor. Remember, the hall buttons and hall displays can be shown or hidden via the properties on all floors for your elevator project. Lastly, let's talk about modifying the wall finish. Select an entry like E0 and use the breadcrumb window to choose the wall finish. Enter the desired thickness, such as 50 mm for the wall finish. DigiPara Liftdesigner does the work for you and automatically positions the panels to fit the new wall finish. Nice, isn't it? Thanks for watching!